Okay, it is officially time for today's daily. I don't know myself, so I wouldn't ask if I were you either. Okay, but so what I'm going to be talking about is nothing but the anime of the maze. The anime. I wanted to do this yesterday, but then I ran into a few difficulties of League decided to break again, and it wouldn't let me back in. So, here we are. Hmm.
Don't you trust me?
I think this would probably be the best option right here. Okay. So. So what I'm going to be talking about is nothing but anime because of all the new things that came out. I didn't realize that there was actually one more episode of Overlord. The latest episode of One Piece was just great. It was just great. And it's only showing getting better. Oh man, and I'm going to try to stay on topic the entire time, but I would not expect it. Okay, so we're going to start with the shows that are ending, such as Overlord. I did not realize there was going to be the last episode, and I was not sure which it was. I knew that, like the night was going to be overwhelmingly weak compared to, Einzulgon. But I was kind of expecting him to have some fun with him or something and kind of like duel him like he did in the gladiatory arena with those 4 other people. But no, he literally killed him instantly in a second. It was like, begin, dead. It was something indeed. And then like the Golden Knight or the Bloody Knight, I forget whatever the heck they called him. Why do I have a gold dude in my game? He was like 70,000 people with one spell. That's something indeed. Oh, man, I just love the fact how overpowering he is to this entire area. Just anyone who gets anywhere near him or tries to fight him, dead. Good night. You're dead. Hello, dead. And it's just great. And now that season's finally over, and I can't wait for season 4. It's going to happen. They even said like to be continued or something like at the very end of this season. And I just can't wait to see where else this show goes. It's just so great. Like season 2 was a bit iffy at the beginning because of the lizard people and how it was all about the lizard people for way too long. But then besides that, like both season 1 through 3 has been great. The only thing that I'm not fully fond of, but I do understand, is like as the seasons go on, Ein seems to be losing his humanity. Like he already talked about how he really doesn't care for humans as much as he did before. Like even though he knows that he technically was a human, like even when they're dying or so on and so forth, he just doesn't have the emotions or like feel guilty about their deaths. No, like I could already tell that, and I kind of figured that they'd keep going with that. But like as things keep going on and on and on, he seems to be caring less and less and less, like even less than he already did in the past. And now, like, ooh, I'm not the fondest of it, but I'm like I understand it and I like it, but I don't love it. There's a difference. Then we're going to come on to the new shows. Well, technically, it's the 3rd season of what I'm about to talk about. The Magical Index. Oh. Scientific Railgun and Magical Index. If you combine them both, I think there were 3 seasons in a Scientific Railgun, but I could be wrong. It could have only been 2. So there's either been like 5 or 6 seasons so far, for including the one that just started. And like, oh man, I cannot wait. It is such a good time. I'm not going to lie, the first episode was a little lackluster. Especially because it takes place directly after the last episode, well, a little while after the last episode in the last season that happened years ago, that I watched years ago. that I do not remember. So, like, saw a comment as soon as I got in saying, "Oh, look, and I don't remember any of it." And I'm just like, ooh, well, same. Now, I did remember a reasonable amount because I'm honestly pretty good about it when it comes to, like, remembering animes or things that, like, I've seen in the past will just kind of, I'll just remember because. So, I did remember a good amount, but not as much as I really wanted to. That's true. I've got just the gem for this occasion. And yeah, I just, it was a bit iffy. It kept index. We got railgun. I did have to look up like what happened. I remembered like the girl that like turned into like the weird fallen angel thing. That she was also really she was basically just blowing up the darn city. But then the other dude came about. I forgot that some other random dude rescued her, and so on and so forth. These were just things that I just blatantly did not remember. Then there's just the other information, just things that they were talking about. I wasn't expecting, spoiler alert for like the entire rest of this video, by the way. I was not expecting them to be like,
Let's have some real fun.
for them to for them like to start talking about like the past, and for them to like bring in all this other information. Like I knew that like the one guy's friend who was going to have something like off about him, but I really was not quite sure what it was going to be. Kind of figured that he was going to work for some sort of organization, but I wasn't expecting for it to be like the council themselves.
Too late for mercy.
So yeah, we know who's he working for. We know what's going on with all these guys, and just yet again, like how things are progressing. The beginning is a little bit boring, but I think it's overall okay. Then next, what else was there? I watched a new show called Goblin Slayer or something like that. The first episode was ooh man, that ooh. So the only reason I decided to even watch the show in the first place is because I saw a bit of an AMV.
My way.
And in this AMV, I saw like the Goblin Slayer dude slaying goblins. So what am I thinking is in this show is like a lot of like war between like this dude and goblins, which there was, but at the same time there was rape and a lot of people. Well, I guess really only 2 people dying. And it was like, wait a minute, what's going on now? Type of a scenario. Or so yeah, I really was not expecting it. I knew that like the goblin dude was going to come save like the main girl, and I could tell that something was wrong like at the beginning. Once the like main guild lady was like saying, oh, you know, maybe someone else will come along, and encouraging them not to be there was like, that's a bad omen right there. What? You need to be better at killing minions. It's not my fault that I have good CS and you do not, which I actually do not have good CS right now. I have pretty mediocre CS. But nonetheless, Pilot. Pilot. What are you doing? We could have had a double. It
I know what they
This guy's gonna be annoying. Okay, but what else is there? Huh. A bit more, a bit less gold than I thought I did. Yeah, when they went in the cave, and then they got stinking, just utterly murdered the one dude. It seemed like it was pretty iffy. Yeah, but then like when everything was explained afterward, it was, yeah, it was something. I was very much not expecting it. How about you actually, target a specific one? Why did you flash? Ah, yes, because tanking minions is the way to go. This dude.
An enemy has been slain.
Like, you're I am. There's. Okay.
Stand in my way. It's too late for mercy.
What?
Don't you trust me?
Killing spree.
They've exhausted.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain. Shut down.
Okay, what else? What were the other games? I can't remember. He's talking about me.
Playtime over. Shall we?
There we go. Now it shows actually. Okay. Okay, and then I watched the Tokyo Ghoul pre-air. Oh man, that was great. That made me so hyped. Not even gonna lie. Like this is looking so much better than last season. I did talk about it with my other friend a little bit.
No one will stand in my way.
Son of a bitch. 6.
An enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
Tell me a secret.
Okay, let's go back here.
Has destroyed a turret.
Not as good as you thin.
Don't you trust me? How tempting. Let's have some real fun. Playtime's over. Go
Can't they move?
Has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
They're mine now.
Okay. What else? I watched the Tokyo pre-airy, as I said. That show, or that was great. I was thrilled. It's looking so much better than season 3. I was talking to my one friend, and he said like season 2 was better than season 3, and I was like, wasn't as bad as season 3, and I'm like, I disagree. Like, I just didn't like the way that they did things. They changed the art style. There were so many things that I was just complaining about constantly throughout all of season 3. And, like, season 2, yeah, it wasn't exactly, like, the fastest paced thing, and it wasn't the best. Like, season 1 was definitely, I would probably say, the best. But even so, like, season 2 had, like, a ton of great action and a lot of just, like, really fun parts to it.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
What else?
Rampage.
Shall we?
Maybe I should start trying to play Ari again.
Tell me a secret.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
What is this man doing?
How tempting. I know what they desire.
Honestly, now I'm really struggling to thinking like what other show do I even want to be talking about?
Legendary.
Like, I know for a fact there's more shows. I just can't think of any right now. Oh, I loved the heck out of One Piece. Wow. I missed my, oh.
Too late for me.
Two of us just fighting their entire team.
No one will stand in my
Wow, we killed her in the base. Yeah, One Piece, latest episode, him and Katakuri, we finally, and again, more spoilers, we see him laying down, and he looks down on the ground and blah, 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 and how he loves donuts with such an insane passion. It's hilarious. It's like, donuts, oh, what bliss, oh, what flavor, and it's just greatness. Only one negative. Oh, never mind. Two negative. One of them was a complaining son of a gun. Yes. 'Cause that damage. Less damage than all the bots except for Tarek. Great job. Great job, bud. Great job. Shoot. I'm trying to think of, like, what other shows. There's One Piece. They're finally starting to get into, like, the fight. Katakuri seems to be, like, weakened or something. And he's angry. There was the latest episode of Sword Art Online. Okay, that is true. But and Fairy Tail, that's what I couldn't think of. Fairy Tail and Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online, though, the first one was pretty meh. Like, yeah, we're kind of already threatening Kirito's life, but they're not gonna kill him at the very beginning. You just don't do that. So he's definitely gonna live. And even, like, where it looked like he got punctured, it didn't even look like it went into his skin. It went into, like, his shirt. And even if like he did shoot it, it would just go into his darn shirt. Now I understand like your arm's right there too, but like anyone who's worn a shirt before and a jacket too, because there's a jacket there, should realize that there's a little gap between your arm and the actual shirt that a little needle isn't gonna penetrate. Then there's the second, like the third season of Fairy Tail, which I'm surprised it's only like the third season when they're on 200 some episodes. But still, you know, the third season of Fairy Tail is finally here. I can't wait to watch all of this in Fairy Tail and all of its glory. And you know, like see how everything plays out, because I do actually know a bit. Like I have seen a lot of spoilers from manga and stuff, and it's like I haven't read the manga, just like other people talking about it, or yeah. And just in general, it seems pretty good so far. But yeah, they need to find everyone that's in the guild. So yeah, and I don't really watch any of the other shows that like just came out. So yes, that is all the anime stuff. And I am going to thank you all very much for watching today's daily. And I'm going to bid you all adieu. Goodbye.